Welcome to another math session at Panther Math Corner, and this is your teacher, Dr. Howard. This video is a continuation of multiplication and division properties of inequalities. This time, this involves C is less than 0. And when that occurs with C less than 0, the inequality signs will change after before the operation of multiplication division. And I want to demonstrate these are the same presented rules, but this time C is less than 0. That means that if you have an inequality, you can multiply the value or the quantity, if it's a fraction, by its denominator portion on both sides of the inequality, or you can divide, whether the number in front of the variable that you divide with the same quantity on both sides of the inequality sign. And I'll demonstrate right now. Let's take this example. I'm going to write it up here. 2, and as we write this, we're going to solve and graph. All right. Okay, this is 2, which is less than y over negative 3. All right. Matter of fact, let me put this a little lower so it doesn't look like it's jumbled or it's colliding with the words above. 2 less than y over negative 3. Right? And then we're going to graph the inequality too. In this case, you have y over negative 3. This time, the expected C value is less than 0. All right? The expected C value. So we're going to multiply negative 3 on both sides to get rid of the denominator here. Less than negative 3. Both sides of the inequality. And this is what we did. We multiplied by C on both sides, right? But C is less than 0. What happens is when that occurs, this sign changes to a greater than sign. All right? It changes. So throughout this, the next series of examples, I'm going to show the sign before multiplying or dividing. But I want you to look at that and see what happens. All right. So the less than sign becomes greater than because you're multiplying by a C value that is less than 0. All right. So this is negative 6 greater than. This cancels, y is left. Negative 6 is greater than y. Let's graph. Put it there. Negative 6. And I'm going to put a positive 6 here just to escape from writing the units. Now, how is negative 6 greater than y? All right, what numbers negative 6 is greater? All right, so it's going to be open circle. And let's use a test. Is negative 6 greater than 0 if we use one of the values for y? That's a false statement. Negative 6 is not greater than 0. True or false. And this is false. So it has to go this way. All the numbers going this way are less than negative 6. Negative 7 is less than negative 6, or negative 6 is greater than a negative 7. So it goes this way. That's the true inequality solution. All right, let's try another one. Let me erase this. Again, I love this board. My wife bought this for me. All right. Okay, I'm going to set this down a little bit, and then we're going to do the next one. Negative 7y is less than equal to a negative 35. All right. solve and graph. All right, so going to solve, graph the inequality, and notice there's a variable in front of y. So we're going to divide on both sides. Like I said, if you have fractional portions where x's or whatever variable is included, you multiply by a whole number. But if you have this, where you have the value or the quantity in front of the variable, you divide by on both sides. In this case, we're going to do it. All right, so when we divide, we can see here that the negative value y will be the negative value c. C is a value that is less than 0. All right, I'm going to put it right here. -7 on both sides, because we know what's going to happen. The inequality sign will change. It will change from less than equal to greater than equal to, because we're dividing both sides by a c value. All right, by a c value that is less than 0 or less than equal to 0 or greater than equal to 0. But in this case, the c value is less than 0. That's what we're looking for. Then the inequality signs will change. That's all you have to check. So once this inequality signs change, this cancels. Y is greater than equal to a +5. All right. So what values are greater than equal to 5? All right. So we have the graph 5. All right. And then this is going to be a open circle. A closed circle. It's going to be because it's greater than. All right. And which direction is it going? All the numbers that are greater than equal to 5 are going to the right. So it's going to head towards infinity. And you can draw it like that. Okay. And we'll do one more just to illustrate the example where c is less than 0. All right. Let's do this one. P over -4, which is less than 7. All right, we're going to solve and graph. As before with the fractions, we multiply by a -4, a whole number, -4 as a whole value. All right, -4, P over -4. And then -4 times 7. And guess what again? C value is less than 0. That means that this inequality sign from less than will turn to greater than. And then we can proceed with the operation cancel. P is greater than a -28. All values that are greater than -28. All right, all values, this is an open circle. All values greater than -8. 0 is greater than -8. That's the true test. So it's going to go this way. Okay, I hope you enjoy these examples. Hopefully that's helpful to you. And we'll continue solving inequalities in our next video. And I hope you have a wonderful day. And thank you for joining me in another session, math session at Panther Math Corner. You have a great day. Bye.